Every few decades, something stops being a luxury and becomes infrastructure. Steam power, electricity, computing, the internet. Artificial intelligence may be the next technology crossing that line, not because it is getting smarter, but because intelligence itself is becoming cheaper. General-purpose technologies often follow the same arc: scarce and expensive, then a competitive advantage, then widely available, and finally so ordinary that no one advertises them. Early factories once promoted that they ran on electric power. Today, no company puts "we have electricity" in a job posting. It is simply assumed. So where does AI intelligence sit on that curve right now? One clear sign a technology is becoming more accessible is when capabilities once limited to a few players start spreading. In the past few weeks, we have seen another wave of open-weight releases. Moonshot AI launched Kimi K3, one of the largest models to date, with early evaluations showing competitive results on coding and agentic tasks. Full open weights are releasing this week. Mistral continues releasing open-weight families while investing heavily in European AI infrastructure. And Thinking Machines Lab introduced its first model, Inkling, as an open-weight multimodal system from day one. These companies are not giving technology away out of charity. They appear to be responding to a market in which the gap between the strongest proprietary models and the strongest open-weight models keeps narrowing. At the same time, the cost of running AI models continues to fall. Inference pricing has dropped by roughly an order of magnitude over the past 2 years. One comparison illustrates the trend. DeepSeek's V4 Pro came within 0.2 of a point of Anthropic's then-flagship Opus 4.6 on a widely watched coding benchmark, while costing roughly 28 times less to run. Anthropic has since advanced the frontier with Opus 4.7, 4.8, and now Opus 5. But the broader trend remains. Strong AI capability is becoming less expensive. The important point is not that one company is winning. It is that useful intelligence is beginning to behave like every other commodity. Capability keeps improving while prices continue to fall. Here is the interesting part. Even as the cost per query falls, total enterprise spending on AI keeps rising. Companies are not simply running yesterday's workloads more cheaply. They are attempting entirely new workflows that would have been prohibitively expensive only a few years ago. Cheaper units do not necessarily mean smaller bills. They often mean far more units get consumed. The second signal is not price. It is adoption. Gartner's Q1 2026 enterprise survey found 80% of enterprises now have at least one production application with an embedded AI agent, up from 33% 2 years earlier. If AI agents become something every business is expected to have, are they still a competitive advantage? Or are they becoming the baseline cost of doing business? This transition has not been frictionless. Separate research found most agent pilots still fail to reach production, usually stalling on data quality and governance rather than the underlying model. Commodity technologies rarely become utilities overnight. Electricity spent decades navigating competing standards, incompatible infrastructure, and major safety concerns before it became something people barely thought about. Steam power, electricity, computers, the internet, cloud computing, artificial intelligence. Each began as something rare and expensive. Over time, each became more accessible, more affordable, and eventually so commonplace that entire industries simply assumed it existed. This week's signals, more capable open-weight models, falling inference costs, and accelerating enterprise adoption, all point in that direction. If intelligence eventually becomes as ordinary as electricity, the biggest question may not be which AI company wins. It may be which businesses lose their pricing power once intelligence itself becomes abundant, and what entirely new businesses become possible because of it. Where do you think AI sits on that curve today? Still a competitive advantage or already becoming a utility? Let me know in the comments. The companies building the smartest models matter. But history suggests the larger story may be what happens after intelligence becomes ordinary. If this breakdown was useful, hit like and subscribe to Synthetic Politics. We'll be back when there's more to report.